Okay, we're going to do some interesting exercise today to get a good body, tone yourself, and get into a great shape. Let's start first with a warm-up. I'm going to show you from the side so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Both my feet are together. I take my right foot back and I take a stretch back. 1. And then I take a lunge bow. Holding the right hip back, stretching my arms up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The same thing I would do now for my left side. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can do this like a frequency of repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Always make your body go to the extent, one step beyond your comfort limit. I'm going to do some side steps now. I'm going to go opening from one right step and then one left step. Okay? So keep the body about 2 feet wide and then let's do a resistance to one side. So see, I'm not bringing the feet back close together. The distance is the same. I'm keeping it back there. Just taking the other foot out. Giving a normal breathe. Trying to stretch my inner thighs, my back, and my lower limbs right now. So we're going to go into a rotation after this. For diagonal steps to reach and then get some good stretch on the entire lower back. So what you're going to do is now the same thing, but instead of going on the sideward, I'm going to go to the diagonal backward. See how we're going to do it. Bring back, taking the left, diagonal behind, taking the right hand closer to the left hand and coming to the distance of 2 feet apart. Again, left to the right foot, come back apart, exhale, normal exhale and normal inhale. No need to go on the deep breathing right now. Good. This is a great way to do your 3 warm-ups. Very simple and good. So now we're going to do a final one to open my upper body. Keep the same feet apart, 2 feet, and take the hand up, go back. So first time when we didn't take our hand back so much, okay? Oh, great. I can see that body completely stretching out. So I'm taking my 1 step back and I'm raising the opposite hand up to stretch my complete body. These are just simple warm-ups. They're not very complicated. Take your balance, make sure you're doing it without trembling your body. Hold something. I've always told you, hold something as a beginner if you feel that initially the balance is not as strong. Okay? Now, we're going to do again a side step again to repeat the initial warm-up. Feet together, 2 feet, and we're going to stretch the arms forward this time instead of taking it down. Forward, back, exhale, inhale, normal breathing, and take the hand now to the twisting side. We keep adding small variations to give our body good momentum of the modality, of the strength, and the endurance. So there. Wow. See? I can feel it all here. And so once you do this, few stretches in the beginning to start your exercise, then you simply do it again, 2 sets so that your body starts getting the hang of it. Let's do the alternate once more, what we did earlier, diagonal behind. Easy. Back to the 2 feet distance and left diagonal behind. Take your arms on the twist. So you remember the first one we did without taking the arms on the twist. So we're only focusing on the lower part. And now we actually stretch on the upper part also. It's good to give the body a gradual understanding. Go step by step. 4, 3. I like this. I already like this diagonal step back. Gives a good taste to the whole exercise pattern, a new flavor. And 1. Now what I'm going to do is, I stretch my legs, my glutes. Now I'm going to simply come back to my 2 feet. Let's keep the same distance apart. So I'm going to now raise my knee up like this, cross, and coming back. Do with the balance, support if you need it. So I'm taking my knee cross. So there are 2 ways we used to do it, sometimes just raising the knee up, but try and add a little bit of a cross. Oh, I really like the way the body goes on the side with the slope, like the needle of the clock is moving, and I'm just watching this momentum and the motion moving. Great. If you want to add a squat to this as a variation to step 2, you can always do that, which is this and this. Okay? This and this. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a little bit of more stretching on the upper part. So every time we do a lower part stretching, then we take the upper part stretching along with the lower part. So I'm going to now take my hand up and keep my other hand right here. So see what I'm going to do. Maybe squat, maybe without a squat. Whoa, fantastic. Focus on the arm stretching, not just the arm coming up and down. Okay, so I'm stretched up and stretched down. Go slow, don't need to rush on this at all. You're just trying to get the body slowly into the warm-up. Like a squat coming right up there. And then you go. This is the last one. And I take a little bit of a rest. And now we're going to do some interesting step backs. At the same time, we're going to use a little bit of the yoga and a normal warm-up, calling it the chair pose. So I'm going to hold my body like this. First as step 1. And just come a little forward because I'm going to use the back of my mat to stretch my alternate leg. Okay? So arms folded, elbow coming in a 45 degrees so there's a good strength coming on the shoulder. Going back. Oh, great. You see this? Interesting. Keep the body low. Do not come back up when you bring the foot back to the original position. That's the one way you can actually get your body to build this resistance. It's a very strong position to keep sitting like this. It's not easy. So come up for a while if you want. As a beginner, take a bit of a rest. Count 3, 2, 1, and go back. Hips are out, knees are together, feet are together, and the palms are together. Again. Great. 4, 2, 3, and last. I really like the lunge. Gives the body a great stretch without lying down on the floor. It's a kind of a asana which we do in the Nauka asana. The belly is completely stretched, and that's what happens when you do the foot back. Coming to the side again, the diagonal thing. We do the diagonal thing once again. Same way, taking it back and coming back to the same position of diagonal leg, but slightly different. Okay? Balancing again is what we're going to see as a focal part of the body. Balancing the body means you're actually getting the body aligned. Sometimes the body is slightly tilted on either sides. When you do these kind of exercises by raising one leg on the floor and trying to stand, it gets a little wobbly initially, but that's what you will gradually improve and come to a position where you can stop wobbling and stand firm on one leg. Okay, 2 feet apart, take it back diagonal, okay, and up like this. We'll use the right leg right now. 4. Okay. Don't worry, this comes with practice, so you don't need to think this is not achievable. When I started, it was not so easy. So diagonal abs stretched. This is very good. Now what you actually remember the technique is, you have to keep your butt a little out in this so that there's a good stretch in the body. I'm going to add a variation to this one now. I'm going to take my hand back while my leg is on the diagonal stretch. And same thing, I'm going to take my hand down. Keep the other hand here if you want. More. Okay. Stretch the arm back like you're taking a sword out of your shield and you're then going back. Stomach is tight, side obliques are stretching, the back glute is stretching, this is stretching. Oh, I really like this. Let's do the last one. Look back, come up, stretch down, and stretch it down. I think we need to do the other side also, right? So simply now, go to the diagonal back like this and this. So first you're just giving the body the left side now to understand with the leg movement. And then when you go 5 of this, two more, and last. You can feel this side oblique. Superb. Okay, now time to go. Take my sword out and I'm down, stretching both the parts of the body, upper and the lower. Stretch and stretch back. Get back and back. 2 more. Once you start doing this 5 counts, you can gradually keep increasing it also because you start liking this exercise a lot. Trust you me when you take your arm back to the stretch, stretching this back, stretching this completely back and giving your body a kind of a twist. Look at your posture. It's such a great opening for the body. And then when you stretch your arm, keep this tight and stretch it, don't loosen it. Stretching it tight as if your hand is tied to some rope or a belt and you're trying to build the resistance back. Wow, I like this warm up always. Again, we're going to take a 2 feet wide. And look at this position. That is, we're going to keep most of the time like this throughout our workouts, okay? So I'm going to now tone yourself, work on this part of the body and work on this part of the body. Automatically all the moves will work on the middle part of the body and the back side. Now, I'm going to go with my right foot towards the right and slightly give it a bent back. Bend inside, a bend inside, okay? So this is not funny. It's serious business that we're doing. So I know it may be looking very awkward right now, but the best thing to do is like this and bring it back. Okay, why are we doing this exercise? It's so good to tighten up your inner thighs. Look at the tightness coming here when you go down with that kind of a squat. Feel the difference when you do another squat and then when you come down to, okay? Now watch the difference. I'm walking diagonal, diagonal, diagonal with my feet inward, with my feet inward. So now there's a change in position, okay? Now diagonal and now. So what's happening is in the inward rotation, the hips are turned in instead of the hips turning out. So it's a very good stretch on the thighs and the back and the glute behind. And naturally when you're doing this, you can feel the good stretch coming. It's not very difficult. You can actually try to first put your feet inside, then walk your foot back in the diagonal. Turn this foot a little bit towards the inside and then start this. You know how you do the dance? When people see they do the dance like this. This is what it is. You're actually doing the same thing, but now you're actually holding the exercise. So I'm going to do the same thing now with my left side. Diagonal foot, diagonal foot. Okay, good. Last exercise in this I'm going to do with the bend is like this, slightly knee bent, and then I'm going to keep my hand over here and slightly do a variation. Body down. I'm just lifting my rear one side. See now, we'll do the same thing this side so you can see the effect. You see the impact here. So the foot is actually not coming out because the position of the foot is like this, inward. When we're taking it up in the air also, it's inward. I can see this. If I do this, it's different. If my foot is flexed inside. So you can see there are certain postures, there are certain patterns which work on the same part of your body with the different impact. Doing this and this is different. Doing this and this is different. But try this new inward hip technique. Slightly squat down. Body bent. This is an extra bonus coming to your chest and to your abs. You can see the difference. So why not take the extra activity to work on the extra part of the fat, the metabolism and the cardio. So we're going to move one more, last. Same thing, you can go down, okay? And what we're doing is, we can actually take it up. So what we did earlier is we went up, outward, okay? Now we're going to go up, inward. So this is a difference. Out, in, out, in. Tilt, foot inward, knee going out. I'll show you the other side now. Inward hip, okay? I'm going to keep my hand like this, side and out, okay? Foot up, out. If I do this, I'm sure my abs are going to love this more than any other normal abs and stretches that we do. Okay, so now what we're going to do is open up a little bit more. Keep the knees back, chest down, go into a squat like this, go into a slight diagonal squat. Diagonal. I think somehow you can reinvent the same exercise for a different impact. Diagonal, like we do in the courtesy lunge. You do this softly, no need to go into speed. Pause, calm up, pause longer if you want. Stomach gets really tight. Your back gets firm, you get into a multiple level of squat. Now hold this position. We're going to do a turn down on this, where I'm looking here actually with this position, and I'm going to go from here and rotating on the hips and lift off my rear back leg and bring it into a motion. Okay, so I'm diagonally behind my left foot, my right foot, body is on a squat. I'm going to add one more variation to this later. What I'm trying to do is I'm coming down, I'm turning it, holding and squeezing it, and external rotation. So first what you did is, you just did the squat, you just did the diagonal, and then you did now a little bit of a rotation. Can I add this? Whoa, okay. There you go. Go like this. Go up. Go back. Rotating, lunging, and coming back. Can you see this lunge is not like the normal lunge where the foot is behind the front foot, or rather your back knee is behind the front shin, but this is more diagonal. Just right behind the position of my foot if I would have sat in the squat in the front, but I've taken my body diagonal. Turn and 1. Okay. Diagonal. Squat. Turn. Up. Diagonal. Turn. Diagonal. Squat. Turn. And up. Diagonal. What you actually can do is, you can keep all your exercises alive by just moving in the momento slowly, taking it step by step. Diagonals. Today we're going to focus on the diagonal squat and the lifting of the leg and stretching of the arm. This is really good. If you want to wear some shoes, good. If you're on the mat, good. So both the ways you can do it effectively. Okay, so I'm going to finish that diagonal bit. Squat, side lunge, knee raise, squat, side lunge, knee raise, and the last one. I'm going to finish on the other side also. Left, because I'm not thinking anything less than the best. Okay? Diagonal behind. So what you do is, like this, turn your body and take your leg behind. So you can see this. Okay? Go as far, go as low, lunge, and up. You want to add this? We'll do that later. We can. So 4 variations. Squat. Diagonal is already there. Lunge. Up. Knee raise. Twist. Lunge. Knee raise. So now watch this. If you're having a balance issue, then what you could do is, you could simply hold something like this and do it like that. Okay? It's not good to slant back, but it's effective. And I'm saying to start with. If you do it without it, bingo, you're the best. I also like to do a lot of standing exercise holding a bar initially when my exercise is starting. If this is the first time I'm doing it, so if I hold a bar like that, do my squat, knee raise, that's easier. So you can adopt alternatives to give your body balance without hurting yourself. See, even if you do this balancing, it does tend to fall down. So take it a little while when you can get the hang of it, and then go independent. Okay, don't worry, I'm not trying to show off. I'm just trying to tell you that this comes with time. So always work step by step. So my motto is take small goals and turn it into bigger goals very soon. Okay, on the floor, do some lunges and try to open up the spine along with the body movement, more focusing on the upper body. So when you're sitting down, you can focus 80% of the upper body, 20% of the lower body. When you're standing up, you can do the reverse. Somewhere you can do 50-50. Now, sit down on your heels like this. Keep your heels curled up. Okay? You can do the lunge up here, but we've already done the lunges. So I'm going to teach you some pulsing on the body up. Now, put both your elbows there. Take your knees behind, underneath your hips. Elbows completely on the floor, along with the palm touching on the floor. Okay, great. I go up. Okay, simple. See what you're working on, when I said on the upper part of the body is, you're working on the shoulder strength, you're working on the abs, and complementary, always a dividend and bonus in our exercises is we're working on our glutes. So when you're on the shoulder strength, when you're putting your body weight on the elbows, you are not going down like this. You're keeping up like this. So you're strengthening this, you're strengthening your front chest. And when you're doing your side crunches, you're working on your obliques. Okay? So, let me see. Wow. Abs, shoulder, this upper part of my chest, which is my front neck. Oh, and definitely my glute. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders come back up. Give your elbows some rest. Give your knees some rest. Okay? Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to sit down like this without completely curling my toes. My toes and feet are flat on the ground like this. I'm going to create some body control, some strengthening now. Come halfway down like this. Let me open my knees about 6 inches, my feet apart by 6 inches. Down, half, not completely down. Watch this. So, don't curl your toes, your feet are back. Okay, so half. Okay. Getting some balancing, hold something in front of you. Because this takes time. By the time you get into the hang of it, you don't want to fall. Also, I've always told you, if you need some cushioning in your knees or in your elbows, keep a towel layer underneath so that you're not hurting yourself when you're doing any of these exercises on the way to the body. Stretch forward, stretch back. Right foot behind. Left foot forward, stretch forward, and back. Okay, you just do 4 of these because this opens up the body from the back hinge and the front hinge. So it's a good exercise given on this. Now the same thing I'm going to do on the sideward. I'm going to keep both my feet here, and instead of going into front lunge, I'm going to take the side lunge. Okay, so if you're sitting sometimes all day, this is great. Come down on your knees, take your left foot, put the left foot there. Hold and pulse. 4. I'm going to go higher. 7 and 8. Let's do the other side. Bring the left knee down. Keep the right knee out. Into that. Curl your toes behind for your body balance. 2, 3, 4. Can you see right now the foot is on the angle. The knee is not completely stretching forward. The next step will be actually stretching it forward. So it's a side lunge. This whole part of mine is getting stretched. My inner oblique is getting stretched. My thighs in the front are getting stretched. And my back is getting stretched. I would love to do this anytime in the house, getting off my bed, coming down with the carpet. It's easier. Now what I'm going to do is bring the right knee down, take my left foot out, straight. Remember earlier it was bent with the foot supporting the floor. Now it's the foot line supporting your body. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like so here I'm stretching on the opposite side. Whereas in that lunge I was pushing myself on the same side where the leg was folded. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one step forward. I'm going to put both my hands here on the floor in front of my right knee, and I'm going to keep my rear feet absolutely on the floor, no need to curl it up, and I'm going to do a foot raiser. back up. Bring the left knee back down on the floor. Tighten the right side up again. Take it stretch straight, forward out, and slightly do the pulse on the left side now. This pulse itself is also very effective because you have kept the lower part of the body grounded now. So what you're actually moving is this part. Keep your hands here. Even if you don't keep your hands here, you can still sense the push that it's doing, okay? Slowly bring your hands down, and now for the flat leg, raise up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Up. Bring the right knee back. You can actually now do the same thing on the rear of your leg. So I'm going to come to the side for you to see how I'm going to work the same thing on the diagonal back, because we did on the lunge, we did a side raise up, and now we're going to actually go on the back raise up and the rear raise up. So I'm going to use a variation of diagonal and back. So on my 4 knees now, I'm going to bring my elbows on the ground. Great. And this goes back. Okay, so this goes out, up, out, up, out, up, out. Wow. My left knee is completely on the floor. My left foot is curled for the balance. My right leg is straight. Then I raise it up and I take it out. Bring it to the same height, up, same height, diagonal out, same height, up, same height, diagonal out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Turning myself so that you can actually see, so that you're not doing it behind the wall. Come to the floor, body on the forward. Slowly curl the right foot now and take the left leg straight. Stretch it out. And 1, up, diagonal, up, 3, up, 4, up, 5, up, 6, up, 7, up, 8, and final. You can come down to child pose for about a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can have some water and a good workout. We need to get ourselves hydrated. Let's just have some water sitting down. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually work on my hamstrings to open them up a little bit. Open wide, take your hand opposite one towards the toe of the opposite foot and the same hand stretch to hold the ankle and alternate it. Stretching is very good for your body. See how you can actually lengthen your body like this. You know, when we are young, we do these exercises. It works on opening all our tight muscles, and also it helps us gain some height. Okay, bring your feet together, take it into a butterfly, hold both your feet, bottoms facing each other, and push it down. Take your head down, take your head up, Slowly, one leg out, one foot next to the inner thigh, and stretch it out like this. Try to bring your head nearest to your knee. And the other one. Right leg stretched out. Put this foot in here. And bring your knee and head in contact without folding the knee. Try to stretch the back forward rather than putting the back downward. That's the one thing we always remember when a forward bending. We've never tried to push the body down to the floor. We've tried to elevate the body forward, and that helps you get a good back straightening exercise. Yes. Take you some bridge up. Hold it. Normal breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse bridge. Try to push the knee forward so that you can get a good stretch on your shoulder and raise your hip up, your belly up, and your shoulder up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is very good to strengthen your shoulders, your back shoulders. Over here gets a very good body hold. It takes the weight in completely, and you're doing any kind of exercises trying to put your body weight on your shoulders. It gives you the same strengthening as you reward at that time. This takes a little bit of time, so if you can't hold for a count of 10, bring the counts down. You can do pulsing. That's the best way to do it. Pulsing down. I show you the difficult part first, and then I tell you the flexible or the alternate part of it. So don't get worried when you see the difficult part and see me doing a count of 10. It's not what I'm trying to say that you need to do. This is what I'm saying you can do slowly, but don't jump to that goal. Don't give up looking at that goal. Feet apart about by 4-5 inches. Body raise up, slowly, slowly, slowly. You may be here the first day, but remind, can I just pull up? Keep falling down. Can I just pull up? Keep falling down. Can I just pull up? Keep falling down. But remind yourself to keep pulling up again, because this is going to happen. So do the pulses. Come down completely if you want and stretch it up. Come down. So there are two ways of doing it. Soft pulses and dip pulses. Soft pulses are like this. And the deep pulses are this. Stretch up. The third fun part of doing this exercise is up. Put your feet down up. Like a swing. Three different kinds, and you can get your strength and your body balance and focus your mind to something soft and sweet and deep when you're looking up towards the ceiling. For the great exercise that you've done, for a fantastic time that you spent, and for the determination that you have given to yourself, you deserve the reward of now a good shavasana. Completely surrender. Put your hands, palms with the energy of the earth down. Your feet, your body completely touching the ground, taking the energy from the floor, from the Mother Nature. Calm down, soothe your body, hear your oxygen flow, hear your breathing, see the body's auto function. You do so much manually, which is your effort and determination. And then you see your own body, which is your asset, which is your fortune, wisdom, which is your own yearning. Your body will be by then functioning the remaining time on its own without your effort. Just watch your flow of the oxygen. You can feel from here to here. My oxygen is moving comfortably. My body is coming down. And I'm relaxed. And you are ready to work on another energy mode. After relieving and relaxing and enjoying and learning your body's autoflow, what you're doing in the Shavasana is, after the whole exercise, is you're realizing that now the body is going to function on its own. You gain your faith, your confidence again, that even though if I'm not exercising, now my body is working and giving me what I need. But that doesn't mean I stop. That means I move on to my next mode, and that is hold my right leg, take my right hand, turn to my left side, and step. Calm down, enjoy your life, be peaceful, and be energetic, be healthy, and be powerful. Enjoy your workout, always be blessed that you are in a position to do many things, even if though many are still on the aim ground. Reward yourself, thank yourself, at the same time push yourself. It's your power, your work, and it's your body. Don't give up, don't think you can't, don't think the results are important. It takes time. We all don't look the way we are today in a fraction of a day. It has taken us time, but we slowly started to understand and realize things in our body, and then we have achieved the goal slowly. We still have a long way to go, each one of us. We have our ups and downs, but that's what we all deal together every day, every time. That's what keeps us alive and keeps us going. So enjoy your life and be peaceful and be happy, and subscribe us and write to us for any more tips and guidelines you need for a healthy, happy and joyful life. Namaste from Fitmonkz.